there are going to be people who comment on this video, there is no such thing as Israeli food.
Yeah. Wow.
Look at that delicious cross-section. So even under war, this is the energy that we have in Israel. Something amazing. Hi, brother.
Hi.
Oh.
Yalla, move, let me taste.
No, I think I'll have a little bit more.
No, you finish all my peanuts.
I think I'll see you later.
Bye. No, come back.
Oh, look, we're wearing the same.
Wow, Sanaol. Hi.
Welcome back to Israel, everybody.
Hey.
I'm here with Aquaman from Walmart. Here's the deal. Me and Philippe, we want to make some videos here in Israel that touch on, obviously, the really horrible things that are happening in the background, but also because it's me and Philippe, we want to have some fun.
Oh, we must
okay.
eat. I'm
also
fucking hungry.
Also eat.
We need to eat. Let's eat some pita.
Let's begin the day.
Let's begin.
Neither one of us have eaten yet today.
מה נשמע? אנחנו רוצים פיתה אחת, לחלוק, מה צמה לנו בפנים?
Labane. So this is a typical thing that you can find in Israel. It's called a pita Druze. Druze style pita.
And she put for us tabula salad inside.
Yeah.
With the labane.
It's made on this thing called a tabun, which is basically like a heated hot plate.
On the pillow. Super traditional way. Man, she do it amazing, huh?
So this is a thing called labane. It's a bit of a, it's almost like sour cream in a way.
No, it's a yogurt cheese.
It's like a yogurty sour cream
yogurt
cheese. And the zatal comes on, Philip's favorite spice, tabbouleh salad,
Spice,
oil,
spicy.
spicy, yalla.
ואז... כמו שאתם רואים, אני לא מצליח לעשות את זה כמו שהיא עושה. אני אעשה ב-traditional way שלי. הופה.
תודה. כמה זה? So she even took the liberty to heat up Philip's pita. They get a bonus one just for ripping it.
טוב, אני לא מחכה. את למדת על מגבת?
How it is.
Wow. Like my friends say,
Wow.
good luck with this.
Wow. So, the thing that's amazing about what's happening behind me, the flag that they have up there, and this pita, like I mentioned earlier, this is called the pita Druze, which comes from a specific lineage and ethnicity of Arabs who live here in Israel, and they're called Druze. They live mostly in the north of Israel, and they're scattered across Syria and Lebanon and Israel. And this is a real sign of coexistence in Israel in the most populated part of Tel Aviv. These people are Arabs, just like people who would be considered Palestinian, but they are super devoted to the state of Israel and super devoted. And when I was hiking across Israel in 2015 when I was a kid, this was like the number one snack I would get in the middle of the forest. You come out of like a random forest somewhere in Israel, there's always a stand with a pita Druze there, and it's warm, refreshing. It's not so heavy, which is nice. It's pretty light, but it's so freaking delicious, and it's pretty cheap as a snack. Look at that delicious cross section.
Something really important that I want to add, they even joined the army and do with us everything. And this is so delicious.
What else? What else do you want to say?
The tabula inside.
Wow. That's going to be a sticker in the WhatsApp group. Philip asked her in there, that's not something that we usually do. He asked her to like learn how to make one, and she gave him one for free on the house. I mean, because you already touched it and stuff, but...
Yeah, because I make the pita and it was terrible with a lot of holes, not holes.
Not horse.
So they give us one extra with laban and tabula.
It's very, very nice of her. We've made it to a very lively area in the shuk now. So what is this, Philip?
This is megalgalawach.
Megalgalawach.
It's a malawach, but they roll malawach. Here you roll the malawach.
You can see it's kosher. Real Yemen malawach. The different ethnic backgrounds in Israel, they all have their own foods. So this was the Druze pita. We're going to show you guys some foods from the Yemen background. For those of you guys who might not be familiar with who the Yemen are or the Yemenite people, it's the same group that you might be hearing in the news now, the Houthi terrorist group that are taking control of ships. Well, there actually used to be a population of Jews that lived in Yemen for a long time. They're some of the most fun Jews there are in Israel. יאללה, מה מכינים?
הנה בבקשה עושה לנו מגלגלאווח, תראה איזה יופי.
איזה אנרגיות. אני איתך.
אם תיתנו לי כוס של יין אם תיתנו לי כוס של יין לעבדאללה אם תיתנו לי כוס של יין לעבדאללה
וואו וואו וואו.
אם תיתנו לי
איזה
כוס של יין לעבדאללה
Unbelievable, no?
איזה מיומנות. הופה.
וואי וואי וואי. Wow.
בבקשה.
Let's try it out. Taking a trip to Yemen. So even under war, this is the energy that we have in Israel. Something amazing.
And if you want a cool way to make a
Malawach.
malawach, so I have in my Instagram a really cool way how you can make a homemade malawach.
L'chaim, brother.
Hi.
Oh. Oh my God.
אימא'לה.
וואו. אנחנו גרים בפיליפינים. אני מאמריקה.
משחקי השף בבצקה
וואלה.
מה?
לנו הולך הסרטון
ליוטיוב, יש לי ערוץ ביוטיוב.
תראה את הערוץ שלנו בטיקטוק
It's amazing. And so is his energy.
אני לא מטגן את זה
So he doesn't
קיים אבל אני לא מטגן נטו אפייה
he doesn't deep fry it, he just cooks it like this. That's what makes it extra puffy. So good. דור.
Like generation
יפה. דור, obviously since October in Israel it's been a tough situation. It's been a very hard it's been hard for everybody with the war and everything that's going on. How has your business been affected since the war started?
Okay, my business, all the people in Israel know, and in American Jewish people, everybody know in this business, everybody come to dance and to be happy. Okay, I sell happy and good food. It's right in Hebrew. Yeah. In this time, we can't dance. All the friends, family in the war. All the soldiers, it's hard, but you can't play Am Yisrael Chai, okay? Am Yisrael Chai, it's our country.
And Dor, can you tell me a little bit about your family? What it means to be a Yemen Jew?
I am half Yemen, half Libya, okay? I'm from Tripoli. I have an uncle in the war now. I have a very good friend in the war. Everybody now, it's Jewish people live here in this place in the Carmel market. All the time, a lot of people from another countries come here to see Israel, a good country. And now it's only Israeli people. It's different, it's hard, but it's good. We are a good country.
We're still happy.
Yeah,
You're doing something really amazing to make everyone still be happy and dance even with this terrible situation.
Because now this time you don't see this energy. Like usually when you come to Shuk Carmel, you don't see you see people dancing all the time, but since the war, having somebody like Dol, it's amazing.
In Hebrew, all the Jewish, if you believe in heart, we say if you see the white here, it's אני לא הולך להגיד את זה, הולך לבטל לכם.
תגיד בעברית, תתרגם.
אוקיי, אם אתה גורם לבן אדם שיראו את השיניים הלבנות שלו, זה יותר מאשר השקית אותו חלב, כאילו, לפי הדת.
He's saying in Hebrew, if you manage to on your day to bring the whites in somebody's teeth out, to see their pearly whites, then it's more than if you fed the person, or more if you gave the person milk. So it's like doing the best possible thing for somebody, making them happy and making them smile.
You make me.
דור, תודה לך אחי, באמת תודה. איך השם שלה? המגולגלאווח בכרמל. Guys, check him out. This
My face on the logo.
actually amazing. Do not miss it if you're here when tourism returns to Israel. תודה לך אח. What a legend, huh? I love these types of people.
I like to see this energy, especially with this time.
So I want to go something further because, you know, for me and Philip, it's not always, these guys are business owners, so I don't want to like ask them what their political views are about the war. But this is something that I want to mention that's important. And I mentioned this in the previous video I made. Like, Philip is descendant of Egyptian Jews. I'm a descendant of Iraqi Jews. Do is a descendant of Yemenite Jews. Explain to me the absurdity of his family being refugees to this country who escaped here because they were kicked out of Yemen, and now having the Houthis in Yemen actually firing rockets trying to kill people like him. Hotim? That's insanity. As funny as it is, it's crazy to think that that's what we're up against. Is there's people literally trying to kill refugees of people who came here from the countries that were kicked out of. It's super sad. It's a sad reality, but you have somebody like Dole making the absolute best of the situation with smiling and dancing and trying to light people's day up. It's
amazing.
I don't take it for granted at all. That was some good energy. It was good to receive his energy.
Amazing. I want to come back to him again after.
I'm gonna finish eating this because it was delicious.
This is potato filled with meat, and this is ale gefen. Ale gefen, it's kind of a leaves that we have here in Israel, filled with rice.
It's grape leaves. So we'll try this one first, the beef. Wow.
It's from your side, it's
Iraqi. My family does it a little bit different. I've never had this before, but this one, I grew up eating this.
Want to do romantic?
Yeah, we can do.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh my god.
This is something that's eaten by everybody in this region. Doesn't matter if you're Arab, if you're Jewish, if you're Muslim, if you're Druze. Everybody eats this. Grape leaves stuffed with rice.
I want to try one.
It's so good. Here with Maya.
היי, באנגלית את צריכה לדבר?
כן, זה בסדר?
נראה לך שיש לי אנגלית מספיק טובה?
אני יכול לתרגם בשבילך, דברי בעברית ואני אתרגם.
יאללה, סבבה.
What is the name of your place?
גברת.
Giveret.
כן.
Just Giveret.
רק גברת.
So the name of the place is like Madame in Hebrew.
כן, כן.
ספרי לי קצת על החנות.
הכל פה זה עסק משפחתי, הכל פה בעבודת יד. בית החיים שלי.
So this is like a family shop. It's all handmade. Everything here is local. Mamulaim. How do we say mamulaim in English? Filled. It's not exactly it's like of things that are filled with other things. Kind of like our version of dumplings in a way, but כל דבר מגיע מעדה שונה, נכון? זה לא...
נכון, אבל זה כאילו אספנו כל מיני מאכלים מעדות שונות ועשינו את הכל ביחד. אנחנו בעיקרון מרוקאים. מי מבשל? אמא, דודה, סבתא, כולם מבשלים.
אז כולכם מאותו משפחה, זה ממש וואו, מדהים. So she was saying that they're all from the Moroccan lineage. This is a Moroccan background. So they've taken different recipes from a bunch of different ethnic backgrounds and made it their own thing, and they run this family business together. כמה שנים אתם פה?
פה אנחנו ממש מתחילת המלחמה.
Wow.
התחלתם במלחמה.
כן.
Wow, so they've been here since the war. So this is not an easy business to run since the war has begun. תודה רבה. So guys, check them out. The name is Gveret. They're here and centrally located in Chuka Carmel, in the Carmel market. You can get, there's a bunch of different things too. There's vegetarian options here. They've been doing this for a long time, but new since the war has begun.
So good.
And look, for this whole thing, this costs 50 shekel.
50 shekel.
Which is around $10 or so.
Something like this.
Yeah, it's good, really good price for all this food. It's called Ekuba Burgul.
Akube.
You know what is Ekuba Burgul?
Of course.
You like if I feed you Ekuba Burgul?
Of course, my love. 1 second.
Kuba Burgul is Iraqi, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my ethnic background. I grew up eating this. Eat a Kuba Burgul. You got the trick. Eat.
The Indian did for me 10-0. Give me this maniac.
Wow. The way that Kuba Burgul is spiced. Cinnamon.
I mean, it's snowball inside.
The pine nut.
Pine nuts. Wow, kill me.
So good.
Oh my god.
My friend Philip here, I feel like is one of the most qualified people to speak about this too.
Oh no.
Because you are a chef.
Nah.
And you understand food on a different level. First of all, also, I want to say We have been running some incredible cooking videos for Philip as well. He mentioned it earlier in the video, but check his Instagram link down below in the description and his YouTube channel. Most importantly, his YouTube channel, go send him some love. He's been doing a lot of ethnic cooking, a lot of background of Israeli food. All around the world. But you also touch some specific things that I've never seen in the food videos, which is really cool. Now, getting into that specifically, Israeli food. There are going to be people who comment on this video. There is no such thing as Israeli food.
Yeah.
Israeli food is not a real thing, and we just stole food from a bunch of different people.
Not stole. Like, for example, you are Iraqi and
Turkish.
and Turkish. So you and your family, you have two different kitchens involved. For me too. I have Romania, have Egypt. So I have two kitchens in my family. So everything kind of mixed around. Like Moroccan food here, it's not the real Moroccan food you will find in Morocco.
Right.
It's a Jewish Moroccan food that combine with different cultures around Israel.
It's an important note to make right now in this video, especially if you want to come here and get angry about the fact that we're here eating kube and eating malawach and eating this and that. That is stuff that you're like, oh, this is Arabic food. We stole it from the Arabs. You need to understand something. Me and Philip's family have history that might have been thousands of years in different countries, but those people were kicked out and they were brought to Israel. And in Israel, they developed a life multicultural with a bunch of different ethnicities from around the country. You have different Jewish people that lived in Arab countries from all over the world, from European countries, from Africa, who have come together and have created a country that now celebrates this food. It's the same way that in Palestinian culture and Arab culture, you have different ethnicities of food. There's no such thing really as Palestinian food or as Moroccan food.
In Israel, it always will be a mixed, and it will never probably will be traditional like you know it from back home.
Yeah.
Like if you come here for Italy food, it will be our version of Italy food.
We tend to take the food and we make it our own.
And much better usually.
I gotta say, I've been to a few Arab countries. Our hummus is the best in my opinion.
It's the best.
Our shakshuka is unbelievable and our falafel is next level. Shawarma, I might agree, Egyptian shawarma is pretty damn good.
Yeah, but man, I ate yesterday in amazing Italian restaurant with pastas and everything, tortellini, and it was amazing. And it's not go down from Italy. The dough was perfect, the filling was perfect. It's maybe more easy, not easy. It's better for our profile of taste.
Yeah, but it's not traditional.
It's not traditional.
That's what happens when you have a country that's made up mostly of refugees that have been kicked out of different countries. You come to a place and you start something new, and then you take inspiration from all of these places. So there is such a thing called Israeli food, and that basically Israeli food at the core is food from a bunch of different countries that have come together to make this new culinary palette. And it's honestly amazing. This is one of those things, just on that note, that one of the coolest things to me about being in a place like Shuka Kalman and being here with a bunch of Israelis is that any one person that you would pick to ask here on the street what is their family history, where they come from, most of them will not say they were in Israel before. Most of them will say, my family came from this country or from this country, my family was kicked out of here, and now we ended up here, and we make this in this food, we practice this in this type of culture under the guise of Judaism. It's a very, very cool thing in my opinion.
So it's really funny when people say that we are races around the world, no?
That we are?
Races.
Racist?
Yeah.
They say Jews are racist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny to hear it when we are a huge mix and welcome everyone, no?
Yeah, because I think there's this image online, for some reason, that everybody in this country is white. And that could not be further than the truth. Like most people that you look around on the street here are brown color skin with beards who stem their history back to the Middle East, you know? You've got Asians here, you've got black people, you've got white people, you've got brown people. It's a mix of everything. There's no such thing as just being white in Israel. Everybody's a mix here. אפשר סאכלה באחד?
בטח שאפשר, איזה שאלה.
תודה רבה.
בשביל מה אני פה?
רק שתדע שבספטמבר שהייתי פה היא צעקה עליי שיש לה את הכנאפה הכי טוב.
לא, אני באתי לפה בשביל משהו אחר.
לא, את חייבת. גם יש סוטלאץ'. וואו, אתה יודע מה זה סוטלאץ'?
לא.
זה פודינג אורז
כן,
טורקי.
בשביל זה באנו. כן, מה שלומך חמודי? אני ואת כבר חברות.
את לא זוכרת?
זכור לי, כן. כן, אין לי.
סתם מסכימה איתי בשביל הסרטון.
I love the people here so much, man. Such a chaotic mess of fun. So this is like kind of like a Middle Eastern sweet stand. Again, you can come here and say knafa is not Israeli all you want. but we do eat it here in Israel. So we've got knafe, malabi, kadaif, sakhleb. Sakhleb, I'm sure, is very popular in the Levantine Arab culture. It's basically like a sweet porridge that you eat in the winter. One of my favorite things to eat in Israel in the winter, especially around Jerusalem area. When I go to Jerusalem, maybe later today, I'll try to show that to you guys. You see, right next to this traditional food, you'll also have things like taiyaki, which comes from Japan. So that's the mix of what we have here in Israel. There's no such thing as tradition. Everything's mixed.
Opa, ככה מכינים סחלב, חבר'ה. This is how you make סחלב. You must to have this music and the queen of knafe to dance for us and make the סחלב.
Her business is actually called the Queen of Knafe. I just realized right now. That's amazing. I didn't even realize it.
זה חלבים, חלב יוטבתה, שמנת מתוקה, תבלינים סודיים, מאותר חם בקינמון וקוקוס. חם, חמם לנו את הכיף של החורף.
תודה רבה.
דרך לא למרוח את הכוס.
איזה אלופה. בוא, תראה להם את הסחלב. זה הסחלב.
יפה, לא?
זה הכי טעים.
אני יודעת.
אין, there is nothing like a warm
There is nothing like a warm סחלב in the winter.
In the winter time.
אל תעזבו אותי עד שאני אשמע איך טעים לכם או טעים לכם.
אנחנו פה, אנחנו רק מסבירים.
She's saying don't leave until I find out if you guys like it or not. Alright, let me try to take a bite without spilling everything.
אני רוצה שיראו אותה.
Look at that. It's like a pudding.
You want to explain what she explained just in English?
Yeah. So
What is
basically,
it, sahlab?
it's a mix of milk. And she made a point to say Chalav Yotveta, which is Israeli milk from a company called Yotveta. I like it. There's a little sense of national pride there, which is good. Probably some corn flour to turn it gelatinous.
With cream.
Cream, a mix of her secret spices. She won't tell us what it is. There's cinnamon, desiccated coconut, and then peanuts on top.
And coconut. Yalla, move. Let me taste.
No, I think I'll have a little bit more.
No, you finish all my peanuts.
I think I'll see you later.
Bye. No, come back with my sahlab. It's remind me winter in my house, in my parents' house. Always when it's super cold and you come back, my mother used to make like this.
אנחנו עפים.
מה זה טוב?
וואו.
איזה טעים.
They got inspired. They bought some sakhle because of us. You see?
אין לך ברירה, את לא מבינה איזה טעים זה. You don't have a choice.
To me, like in Israel, when I think about winter in Israel as a kid, I don't think about hot chocolate, I don't think about tea, I don't think about coffee, I think about sakhlab.
Sahlab. I'm going to ask more peanuts.
So good.
אני אכלתי את זה אתמול פעם ראשונה.
פעם ראשונה בחיים שלך שאכלת סחלב אתמול?
כן.
באמת?
נכון.
So she's saying the first time she ate sakhlab was yesterday. She's never eaten it before. And now she's here for number 2. We just inspired her. Wow.
טעים מאוד.
It's so yummy.
מדהים.
You want a bite? מה לא נעים?
כולנו משפחה, קחי בכיף.
מה?
אבל אתם לא לוקחים ממני.
That was the most Israeli sentence?
This was the most Israeli stuff. I offer her a bite, and then what she tell me? You don't take from me. I take from you. You don't take from me.
She's falling into the stereotype we're trying to break in this video. The Queen of Knafe. Killing it, man. Killing it. Bringing good energy during this crazy time. Bringing us good food. Last bite. So good. יצא לך לא לאכול סחלב כל החיים. למה? גדלת פה בארץ? כן? ולא יצא לך לאכול סחלב? וואלה.
וואי, אני אכלתי, אבל במסעדות.
גם
הייתי
ביפו.
בירושלים. לפני 3 חודשים. ואני מפונה. בירושלים.
את מפונה? מהצפון?
מהצפון.
איפה?
קריית שמונה.
וואו, את גרה בקריית שמונה.
כן.
כמה זמן את פה כבר בתל אביב כבר 3 חודשים? וואו.
בירושלים
תודה.
הייתי
שעתיים וחצי וברח לו.
את ממש מקריית שמונה, קריית שמונה?
קריית שמונה.
וואו. וואו.
תבואו, אתם מוזמנים.
יש לי דוד שגר במלכיה, הייתי שם המון, הייתי גר שם תקופה.
עבדתי במלכיה.
וואלה, את מכירה את איתן אורן?
ומלונות.
אז מכירה אותו.
ברור.
והוא בלוגר
היא מכירה את
בכל
דוד
העולם.
שלי, אחי. Insane chain of events. So I want to translate a little bit for those. I'm sure there's many people who speak Hebrew who understood what she was saying.
Love her energy so much, man.
But what's crazier is the ladies that were standing in line. I was talking to her a little bit about why she's here, how she's never tried sachle before in her life. So she lives in the far north of Israel in Kiryat Shmona, and since the war has begun, she's a refugee. She actually lives here in Tel Aviv. For the last 3 months, she's been evacuated from her homes because the terrorist organization Hezbollah has been firing rockets at the north of Israel. So she's actually one of the people that is directly affected by this whole war. There's around, I think it's 80,000 people from the north of Israel that are currently living in the Merkaz. And she happens to know my uncle, who I used to work with in the north of Israel, in the kibbutz right there in the north, and his ex-Filipino wife, who used to live with him. It's insane chain of events. She's actually used to be friends with them, and she was there around the time that I was there. So crazy how it's such a small world here and you know everybody. We've just made it to the outside of Shuk HaKarmel, the Carmel market. This is usually the main entrance where everybody goes in from. And crazy to see that they have 7-Eleven now in Israel.
Wow.
Bananas.